Biden gave a speech yesterday about the war in Israel. And this speech was a clear and unequivocal statement of support from the President of the United States for Israel. So, depending on your views of the conflict, you might be very happy about that, you might be very angry about that, or you might have some other sentiments and feelings and views. But the statement itself was unequivocal. It's impossible to interpret that speech as anything but positive news for the Israeli government and pretty bad if you're Hamas. But there's a couple things I want to point out here. First, the Israeli government is led by a person who has built alliances with the fascist movement here in the United States, who has not only sought to do anything he could to make sure Biden didn't get elected, to attack and weaken Biden's political party, and to rhetorically attack and make a rhetorical target of the majority of American Jews who voted for Joe Biden so that he, Netanyahu, can win elections in Israel. And despite that, Biden still made his support for Israel clear. I want my Republican listeners, I'm sure there's 2 or 3 of them, to understand that. While the Republican Party rabbits on and grandstands about the state of Israel, at this moment, it is a Democratic president who has every reason in the world to be upset at the Israeli prime minister, who stays standing by the state of Israel. Again, some people may be very upset about that. Some people may be very happy about that, but the reality of it is unambiguous. I want to make one other small point. At the end of the speech, President Biden said, for the last 75 years, the only safe place in the world, I'm paraphrasing slightly here, for Jews has been the state of Israel, the only guarantor of the safety of the Jewish people. As a Jewish American, I'm really upset about that because I would like to see the President of the United States stand up and say, the United States is a guarantor of Jewish safety, particularly for its own Jewish citizens. And I know Biden didn't really mean that. I know he was essentially kind of repeating the rhetoric we hear around the state of Israel, but parse those words, and there's something troubling there. Jewish Americans shouldn't have turned to Israel to protect our safety. We should look to our own country, and they should guarantee it for us.